Hello. Yes, we're live. Excellent. Hello. Welcome to the latest episode of the. I've completely forgotten.
The Everchosen.
Everchosen
campaign.
My mind literally went. What's the show called? It's the Everchosen campaign, which is a Wayfarers League campaign.
Story.
No, I know.
Why are you
writing it?
I
I
Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera because I realised I didn't center
My
myself
mind
very
literally went. What's it called? And then I was
So
like,
right off the bat, it's going fantastically tonight.
well. I
tonight's
think our
gonna be-
description last week was very apt then.
Yeah, tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But no, welcome to the Everchosen campaign, a homebrew campaign. I am the DM, Feargus, as always, joined by players, some of whom aren't here. Chris, we are missing you if you're watching.
Yeah.
Welcome again.
We will make do with our little plastic stand-in.
Yes, we love our little plastic standings.
Yes, and these plastic stand-ins are only temporary until we get like the real artwork done for the characters. Because
exciting news. There is artwork coming for the characters, so soon you shall be able to see what the characters look like, which is really exciting.
Indeed.
They will be done by the lovely Sarah, who started this weird adventure that we are on with Wayfarers.
Along with Katie and Feargus and I kind of just hijacked onto it like a few months later.
Yeah. But apart from that single very exciting announcement about artwork, I think let's just jump in.
Yeah. I think there's if anyone wants to get some t-shirts,
merch.
We have merch now for Wayfarers League, and if you want to check it out, head on to the website wayfarersleague.com. If you head into the shop tab, and then there's a link to our Redbubble store on there, you can get cool t-shirts and hoodies. I have a hoodie. I'm not wearing it until winter. It's really warm, but it is there. And phone cases and bedding, because that's apparently a thing on Redbubble. Lots of crazy stuff that you can get there.
Yeah, don't get the bedding. The bedding is super creepy. Or do get the bedding if you're into creepy bedding.
Yeah. Anyone who's currently going through a lover spat, it's just the perfect way to kind of make a statement.
If you have a roommate you really, really don't like and you kind of want to get them a gift, get them the bedding. It's great.
The bedding with Katie's Bard flourish plastered on it.
Beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. I had a look today.
It's so good. But with all those out of the way, with our store plugged and announcements over with, let's jump into the recap.
Indeed.
So last time, the group continued on their journey south from Midtown after the successful heist of the Salt Road auction house. On your journey south, you were ambushed by a small raiding party of orcs, one managing to escape your retaliation, and you followed them back to their small sort of forward camp and found evidence that they were a part of a much larger clan. And that this orc seemed to have packed up his things and moved on rather quickly. Marisk, with the thoughts of avenging his village and the attacks on that and his mother, kind of set his mind on following this orc back to his clan and took off. The rest of the group kind of following. Soon you all found yourselves on the edge of a massive orc camp with what looked like roughly 200 to 300 orcs encamped there. Quickly seeing that this was far too much for you guys to handle, you quickly returned to the road, covering your tracks as you went. Marina sending a message to one of the city guards of Midtown, warning them of this seeming incursion. Trying to make up for lost time, you continued as quickly as you could through on the road south. And about 2 days into your travel, came across a small group of friends that were heading south to join the war. You stopped and rested with them. And after talking with them for a bit, you found that they seemed all a bit underage to be heading off to such a large conflict. And after a bit of philosophical back and forth about the natures of war and how eager but young individuals such as these could help without necessarily throwing their lives away, you managed to persuade them that continuing on south was probably a bad idea and that they should head home and find other ways of supporting the war. And we sort of we'll pick back up the morning after this conversation. You found that there's no sign of these individuals at camp. It looks like that they woke up a lot earlier than you guys and seemed to head back. It looks like that they woke up a lot earlier than you guys. You pack up your things, but it looks like kind of pack up your cart and continue on your road south. And I will need somebody to roll a d20 for today's
15.
15, okay. As you start to head off, the day quickly sours. Dark clouds roll in and the weather turns for the worse as a thunderstorm seems to pick up. Lightning, thunder, the wind whipping past you, the horses slow to a crawl. As the rain just comes down, the skies open. And you lose a good chunk of time in your travel. Trying to kind of pick your way through the mudded roads and getting the cart moving a few times. You've probably lost a good day's travel as this thunderstorm just batters you constantly. You eventually find some place just off the road where that shelters you from the worst of the rain to kind of make your evening camp.
You go through the same usual routine, putting up the alarm spell and the dome so that we've got our shelter, particularly during a storm.
Yeah, and you guys are thankful for it as the storm continues to rage on well into the night. Though,
very quickly wondering how BC is handling the storm.
How about BC?
BC's quite a hardy creature. You're guessing that they've probably encountered their fair few storms, though never out in the open. So as the rain kind of continues to get worse and worse and worse, it kind of buries itself in what little clothes you wear, Hubert, sort of your tunic. It kind of buries right in there, and it's just trying to curl up and huddle as close to you as possible to try and insulate itself as much as possible from the rain.
Yeah, I would do my best to protect BC. Battered cat, we'll say. Bastard cat.
Bastard cat.
Bastard cat.
Yep.
How did the chickens react? Did they just not do anything?
Why do you keep bringing the chickens out?
Because it's hilarious. Because Frey just likes fucking with everyone.
If you've brought the chickens out?
Yeah, 30 chickens right at the start of the day. That's my new routine.
They don't seem too bothered by it. Yeah, no, they're not. The magical chickens are not bothered by the rain.
Fair enough.
How's John's keg doing? How much is left?
Did you have like one?
After the night with the sort of the group of friends, you've maybe got 2 or 3 servings left.
Alright. Pour myself another serving as it's raining and it's wet.
Okay.
So I've got 2 servings left.
Yeah, I'll say you've got 2 servings left.
And then after 10 minutes, we all get inside the dome and it's warm and dry.
Yeah. Well, the ground is still kind of soaking from the day's from the day's downpour, but you are now no longer being assaulted by the weather, and it is just a lot warmer than it is outside, especially since I believe it's only 10-foot diameter, the dome.
It is a no, it's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20-foot diameter. So for you guys and all of your gear, it's quite it's snug. You all fit, but it's quite snug. And are you guys posting a watch tonight, or are you just trying to get some sleep?
Maris to stay up for a bit for the first watch.
Okay.
Still a bit wired after the last encounter.
Fair enough.
Frey will take second watch or some watch in the middle, because after the Vrock attack, she's not really keen to be surprised like that again.
John will take the final watch.
Okay. So Maris, can you make me a perception check, please?
15.
15, okay. Unsurprisingly, you don't see or notice a lot as the storm is still kind of raging outside. A lot of the night creatures that you normally see and hear on these night watches have kind of gone to ground and try and find as much cover as possible. And you just sit up alone with your thoughts until it's time to wake Frey up for her watch. Is there anything you want to do while you're on your watch?
No,
Okay.
be just kicking myself for letting that one go. That orc that could have been something.
And as I said, your watch passes without much incident or pageantry. Wrong word, but it gets the point across. Frey,
Yeah.
as you come to sort of the middle watch, could you make me a perception check, please?
That is a 12.
A 12, okay. The first part of your watch, like Marisk, is sort of, there's not a lot to see or hear apart from the patter of the rain on the roof of this dome. And about halfway through, the rain gets lighter and then lighter. The lightning and the thunder kind of rolls on off into the distance and gets further and further away. And the storm seems to pass and clear up a bit. You can hear a few of the larger nocturnal life kind of slowly beginning to make their way out and try and get as much activity done in what time they have left. Once the now that the storm has kind of moved on a bit. Apart from that, seems quiet.
As
You
the
do-
storm sort of quietens down, Frey will leave the dome and just sort of wander around a little bit.
Okay. There's not a lot of moonlight as it's still quite cloud covered. But you with your dark vision, you don't necessarily need the moonlight to see. And you're in sort of woodland, the same kind of scenery that takes up a lot of the countryside up this far north. You can start to see your sort of the small cloud of your breath as the temperature's slowly going down the closer and closer you get to the winter months. Are you just kind of walking around, or is there anything in particular you're doing?
No, she's just wandering. She doesn't go too far from the dome, but part of her is looking to see if there's anything like hiding, and part of her is just like trying to clear her head a bit.
Okay. Don't see anything hiding. But it's strange. You've in your travels, or at least in the time since you started traveling, this is the first real moment where you've kind of just been alone with your thoughts.
Oh dear, that's not a good.
And in this surrounding, it's peaceful. You can just about hear the rustlings of some small mammals in the damp wood forest floor. And it's a lot different than the hustle and bustle of the cities you're used to. And it's just peaceful. Eventually, it gets to about the time when you should probably be heading back and waking John up for his watch.
Freya's happy to return. She doesn't like being alone with her thoughts. It's too quiet. She does not.
Frey
like
just
it.
thinking about how much she loves Marina and how much she's so happy to have Marina.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah. But no, you head back to the dome, kind of crawl back into the warmth and shake John awake. John,
Yes.
for the final watch, can I have the final perception check of the nights?
That'd be a 4.
4. There's not a lot of light. And you can't see in the dark like some of your other companions. In fact,
Why do we leave the
John
humans
taking
in watch?
No.
Whose idea was this to let the human take watch alone?
Oh, it's really bloody dark out there.
yeah, it
See
is.
shit.
It's and you can kind of hear some of the wildlife coming back. But yeah, you can't see anything, and it's not until the sun starts to rise, and even then it's still quite cloud covered from the thunderstorm the previous day. So it's not until it kind of gets to more mid-morning, or rather sort of early morning, not mid, early morning, that you can start to see.
John's just going to spend his watch just trying to figure out if anything is trying to kill everyone. And then he's also just going to start humming to himself, just like singing quietly to himself.
Okay.
At some point, Frey probably kicks him and tells him to shut up.
No, because he's singing quietly to himself.
No one comes and kills you during your watch.
Of course,
which is good.
no one tries to come and kill us when I have a 20 and a 19 on my portents.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I forgot about those. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's almost like Feargus doesn't want one of his monsters taking a 10d8 chromatic orb.
Listen, you're
Oh.
whether or not the monsters attack you during the day is entirely up to your rolls.
Do we believe this?
I'm not.
No.
I'm not sure. I think
None.
sometimes he's like, "Is that a roll that will work?" Yeah. If that. Nah.
Yeah. Sort of.
Hey, listen.
We're listening.
Let's see what shitty numbers I get for this.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
Wait. Doesn't the portents roll over?
No, they reset at the beginning of each day. However,
Huh?
I do still have a natural 20. But the other one is a 17.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Why am I putting these dice away? I'm keeping these dice out. These ones
Keep
are
the
rolling
dice out.
so well for me so far today.
So, having lost a day from yesterday's poor day of travel, yeah, you can either try to keep the pace that you've got, and it will just take you an extra day to reach Burgate, or if you want, you can try and have a bit of a quicker pace, though any rolls you will do will be at disadvantage.
I'm good with just chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
we're in a rush because we've still got plenty of time to get there, I think.
We don't have a deadline on this thing, do we?
No.
Not such a strict one that we can't, take our time.
I'm
Okay.
all fine with being far away from Burgate.
I mean, we're literally going back to get the payment at this point. Like, we've done the job.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, I want the gold, but I also don't like being in Burgate. So
why?
Why don't you like being in Burgate?
Because they had a warrant out for your arrest because for something we're not really sure what. And
no, we do know now what that was.
oh, was it?
The group doesn't know.
Public indecency, was it?
Public indecency, vandalism, two other things that I can't
Destruction of
remember.
public property,
Destruction of public property.
Oh, those are hardly crimes.
and I think it was public intoxication.
Yeah.
That's a
The
crime.
group does know, because didn't we find out when everyone was there when we're trying to leave?
No, only Frey and Hubert were there.
Oh, I feel like she would have told everyone very quickly. Yeah, that's not even the reason. Like, that didn't help that I thought I was a fugitive for a long time. But there are...
I know. I've just worked out what the reason is now.
Yeah,
Yes, I can imagine you don't want to be in Burgate. Burgate very long. But it's a new day. I will need a new roll from somebody.
12.
12. Okay. It is a clear day. There is it is a clear, calm, quiet day of travel. You make good time. You make up the day that you lost. So you now reckon that you're about a day out from Burgate.
Let's slow down the pace a little, guys, just to give the horses a break,
Give the horses a break. Give the monsters a chance to catch up.
I'm all fine with fighting monsters. I have a better chance of killing them.
I want to get to Burgate. Refill this keg. I can't imagine what would happen if I ran out of booze on the road.
I kind of want to see what would happen if you ran out of
I
booze.
mean, we've been on the road before, John, where you didn't have booze.
Yeah, before you got the travel keg.
Yeah, and that was miserable.
It's only when I suggested it last time we left town.
John, I think you need to get help.
I'm fine.
Oh, I'll have to drink it.
See, Manisk is
Kind of
helpful.
healthy men.
We we can. I guess we're about a day away now. We can. If it's that important, we'll refill when we get there. Got a lot of money coming in, so
Yeah, a lot of money.
yeah.
I'm
We'll
thinking,
be rich.
what could I spend all that money on?
You
If you say booze, I swear to the God.
You see, that's what I was thinking.
how much money do you currently have, John?
102 gold pieces.
Whoa.
102.
Why are you rich all of a sudden?
Well, you could
Well,
if you
I'm
save
amazed.
Oh wait, I have over 200. Never mind.
if you save that money though, John, and you'd be pretty close to getting full plate armor.
Oh, that's cool.
Then everyone could hear you coming.
Everyone can already hear him coming. It just means that he'll be much harder to hurt whilst they can hear him coming.
That's true.
Marina, you'll know this. What kind of special magic shit can I get for that much money?
I mean, I guess plenty of different things. It depends kind of what you're looking for. And anything that's not like super rare would probably be within your price range.
Nice. Never really looked at that stuff because I've always been broke.
I'm gonna basically spend mine on components and new spells. So,
Boring.
well, it means that we'll be able to do more stuff. Like I'll have access to more
Slightly less boring.
things for us to use. But yeah, it's been a long journey.
Has been a long journey.
How's everyone feeling?
Fantastic.
Fine.
Still curious as to who we're actually giving this to.
Yeah, It's strange thinking that we've done 2 jobs for this man now, and both of them have been to gather dragon-based artifacts.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have another explanation, just that.
I mean, it could, but it's he ticks off a few other boxes as well, right? Like he's not only is he interested in dragon-based artifacts, he also has a hoard of treasure. I mean, what else would you call it?
A hoarder?
I mean, sure, but it's just when you start kind of ticking off all these boxes, it feels. I know.
So how do we prove it? I set him on fire?
You just ask him.
Well, the fire thing would only really
Piss him off.
either piss him off or just not affect him at all, depending on what type of dragon he might be, if he is one.
I've never pissed him off before.
No, but it is your MO.
I might be able to do like a detect magic on him and see if there's any transmutative magics on him, showing that he's changed his form.
I like my plan better.
You like any plan that involves immolating someone.
Exactly.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it's always a suitable thing. And you have a bit of an issue with dragons as well, because the last dragon you met, you royally pissed off and almost had kill you.
I was trying to be his friend. Maybe if you'd let me break him out of prison,
It's
he
not
would like
in
me better.
prison. He's in
What else do you call that?
my home.
Yeah, but you can come and go as you please. You're not locked in a room.
Right, but I'm not an agent of destruction.
Well, you know, who are you to judge that?
This is such a pointless argument, Frey. Every single time we
But
have
we're
it.
gonna have it anyways, Brina.
It's like arguing with someone who doesn't understand logic.
John just turns to Marisk and
How
silently
dare
whispers, "This is why I drink."
Fine. Any more left in there?
Yeah, about two servings left.
I'll let you have it.
So,
Oh, if you want one, I'm happy to share.
see, this is okay. So let me propose a timeline of events. We go back to the collector, where there is also a bar which John can use to refill his travel keg before he cries. And then I set the place on fire. We see what the collector does and find out if he's a dragon.
See what the collector does, whether he is a dragon or not, is probably kill us all.
I can teleport away, it's
If he's
fine.
a dragon and we're going
You
to
can.
take down,
If he
you
starts
die.
attacking us and you try and teleport, I am counterspelling you. You are not ditching us in a tavern that you have set on fire in the home of a very powerful person.
I ditched
who
you in a
could be a
warehouse that
dragon.
I set on fire.
I wasn't there
You
when
were
that
not
happened.
there for.
I wasn't
But
there when
there's-
that happened. If I had been, that would have gone very differently.
But you didn't have counterspell at that point, so you couldn't have stopped me from.
I
fucking
could
off
have punched you.
Come at me
Yeah,
then.
He doesn't know.
Come at me.
So,
At this, I think at this, Hubert is getting quite anxious at the women bickering.
Excuse me, this is friendship. What are you talking about?
And he like stands between Frey and Marina and says, "No, you there," and he points to like he's like putting you both in timeout.
Breathe
Like you there,
like a
stay.
dog.
He's talking to Marina as well.
Paris is-
I don't know why that image tickles me so much. Frey and Marina going at it again, and Hubert just walks in the No!
He's just like, you here.
Yeah, stay.
What's next? Does he bring out a little spray bottle of water?
Oh, I'm totally getting Hubert a stray bottle.
I think he needs it the way Freya.
I just like Hubert. Hubert every now and then just becomes the dad of the group, and he's just like, no.
No.
It's like the childminder.
John looks at what Hubert's doing, and he just says, "Thank you, Hubert."
And he kind of like nods to John, like
I hate all of
shakes
you.
his head.
Frey just starts sulking. It's like, I hate all of you.
Okay.
Frey
You-
becomes moody teenager.
And then Hubert says, "You play with chickens."
60 chickens appear.
Yeah, and it's just like he feels like she's gonna be like appeased for a bit to be around her chickens.
I hand Marina a chicken as a peace offering.
No, Hubert's not gonna let you go that far if you start to walk over to Marina.
Oh, I've just realised why
no.
Frey might not want to head back. Yeah, I've just remembered what she did.
What?
I've just remembered.
I don't think you even know why she doesn't.
No.
You told us. She told
When?
us. Yeah, she told us about the chickens and the selling.
Oh,
Because I
right.
remember. Because I
yeah.
remember. Because I remember John saying, "You did what? What the fuck is
No,
wrong
you
with
do
you?"
know about that, but that's not the reason why she doesn't want to go back.
That's what John thinks. She doesn't want to go back. I don't know the actual
When
reason.
I was
That
selling
is-
magic chickens and made 20 gold off of it.
You hand Marina a chicken, she's gonna pop it because she's already fed up with the chickens.
Marina, you bitch.
He's like, You have
Why did you
59
make it a
more.
wand? Why did you make it a chicken? Why didn't you just make it she bought 60 chickens?
Yeah, that would have been much easier.
It would have
to
been
deal with.
so much easier.
The GM thought he
You
was
could
being
have killed all
clever.
of them in like 2 minutes.
This is
You made a mistake, Fer.
But yeah, no, Hubert
That's
wouldn't
the
let.
face of regret right there.
That is
Yeah,
literally
no,
Yeah.
the threat.
Yeah, Hubert wouldn't let Marina or Frey approach Marina with a chicken. They just need a timeout
okay.
from each other.
So you're
Very
trying
hot
to.
as the chicken and just is like stroking it like you will suck.
Okay. So that all happens. Camp that night is rather. The mood in camp that night is rather tensious. Yeah.
It takes Marina a minute to allow Frey into the dome.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh, Frey
Not,
just goes
not like
off and-
an extended period of time, but just so that when she first walks into it, she just hits it, and then all of a sudden she can get in.
As soon as she hits it, Frey just turns around and walks off. She just walks off into the woods with her 60 chickens or 59 chickens.
Okay. You take your chickens and you walk off into the woods.
Hubert's gonna
Gonna
follow
die.
her.
Okay. How far into the woods do you walk?
Just enough that I'm mostly out of eyesight from the dome, and I
Okay.
just find like a log or a rock or something to sit on.
Okay.
Hubert's gonna find her.
Okay. It's not that difficult to find her.
Yeah. He's gonna sit down on the log, and I imagine the log does this. Like,
There is a. It's not quite that dramatic, but there is a noticeable dip, and the log does creak a lot as Hubert's
It's not-
massive frame kind of
Not
just
quite
sits
that
down.
1930s Disney animated cartoon.
Yeah,
No.
no, it's not quite.
I just
It's
imagine.
not that Charlie Chaplin. It's not.
No, I imagined Hubert sitting down, and where Frey's feet could touch the floor before, they can't touch the floor now.
Yeah.
But not her flying off. And he says, "Frey, why you angry?"
Because you all suck.
What? Suck what?
Oh, never mind. It's not. You wouldn't get it.
But you. No need to be angry.
She just sort of pauses and doesn't say anything for a minute. She's like, "I'm working on it."
Angry. Angry takes you to dark place.
I don't need anger to take me to the dark place. That's where I live.
And Hubert's eyes get really big because his dark place, he just assumes everyone's is the same as his. How you live in dark place? It's no
Difficult.
good. It is no good place.
You don't say.
I do say.
She just does that.
Yes, I say.
Yes, you do say. Sorry, Hubert. I forgot who I was talking to for a second.
Is she really the best person for this conversation?
You have more happy life with no dark place.
I mean, if you can tell me how to get that.
Time travel.
Okay, give me time travel and I know exactly where to go to fix everything. But
Step to spring.
So I just realised what I'm I was trying to work out Hubert's
None of
logic
Hubert-
from that statement, and it suddenly clicked.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
I know. As a player, I know exactly what he was getting at, but I don't think Frey was there for any of Hubert's like transformation. And even if she was, she wouldn't have paid attention. So
Is
it's
Hubert
like,
trying to push his
what the
religion on
fuck are you
Frey?
talking about?
And Frey,
You've gone insane. Is that what's happening here?
you need hear daughter.
What?
And at this, like, it looks like a light bulb moment for Hubert, so maybe painful. And he takes off his holy symbol and puts it around Frey's neck
Okay.
and says, "See, you try." And then he stands and walks away.
Okay.
I
Frey,
really wanted
what
Hubert
do
to
I
give
do with
Frey a
this?
leaflet.
So Frey, you now have a holy symbol of the daughter around your neck.
Burns, it burns.
It's in its simplicity, it's quite beautiful.
It probably hangs down to your belly button because it was around Hubert's neck.
Yeah. It is rather big.
He just like sort of holds it and looks at it. She's not really sure what to do with this.
I don't know that one.
Oh, leave me alone. Sorry, my Amazon is talking to me. And I feel like at some point she's probably just going to start crying
Okay.
because she doesn't know what to do with this, and she doesn't know what to do with her life. So she's in the woods in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by 60 chickens, just having a breakdown.
Back in the
What have you
burns
done to
now.
my precious baby?
Anyone watching who wants a moment to do some fan art of, that's the one.
That's
That's the one.
that's the scene for fan art.
Please, I will pay so much for a drawing of that scene.
Frey crying in the woods surrounded by
So,
60 chickens.
back Okay, I'm gonna have to compose myself because
Did we break Feargus?
Again?
Again, not as much as when we had all the doors though.
Oh no, the doors was great.
No, this is
CM.exe has stopped
this is a
working.
completely different break. The doors was oh crap, blue screen. This is
Are you like emotional or laughing?
no, this is laughing.
Yeah.
How dare you laugh at her having a breakdown in the woods surrounded by 6 which I can't even say without laughing.
Meanwhile, in the tent,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Meanwhile, back at camp, while all of that is going on, is anybody doing anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Maris will be like, John, can you hear that? Look, he's silent.
Oh.
Yeah, good, isn't
Yeah.
it? And
Yeah, I
Maris, just roll up his bedroll and go to sleep.
Oh, well, I feel I can't really do what I was gonna do now. He's in bed. Don't want to wake him up. Well,
Do you drink the last of your alcohol?
I do. Because I gave a bit to Marisk because he looked like he needed it throughout today. So I finished I neck it.
The keg.
The keg.
As you pour yourself the last cup from your travel keg, the keg tragically light and empty. You kind of pick it up and shake it to see if there's any more. No slooshing. You kind of just sit there, a sad look on your face, tragically mourning the loss of your travel beer. Meanwhile, in the woods just off camp, one of your companions is having a complete breakdown, surrounded by 60 magical chickens.
Right.
What is this campaign, guys?
And I don't want to sound insensitive to your character's plight, But how long does your breakdown last? just so I can have timings in my head.
Nope, I have no idea. So I'm
Fair
gonna roll
enough.
for it. What die do I go for?
Roll a d4.
3.
Is that 3 minutes or 3 hours?
I'm
You
going
spend
30 minutes.
You spend
30
you
minutes?
spend a good 30 minutes sat on the log by yourself. The first 10 minutes of this is spent tears pouring down your face, just letting everything that's happened to you over the past half a year just out. The unjudgmental looks of your 60 magical chickens kind of blankly staring at you. And the rest of it is contemplating on what Hubert said, or what you think Hubert said. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult to understand. But as you're sat there, this realization comes to you that for the first time in a very long time, you can say that you have friends, or at the very least, companions you don't actively hate. It's kind of the same thing with Frey.
Yeah.
And as you sit there kind of looking at the blank stares of your magic chickens, you're thinking about the life you had previously and about the life you have now, or at least seem to have. And, you know, this life is good. Despite everything, this was the right choice. And you kind of just spend some more time listening to the woods and nature around you. You kind of get up, brush yourself off, walk back to camp. For the rest of you, Frey arrives about half an hour later. Her chickens following as they do.
As soon as Frey enters the dome, Marina walks up and hugs her and just goes, "Don't run away like that. It was just a... Of course I was going to let you in. Please."
Frey, I think the first time ever, actually hugs her back.
Oh no.
Oh,
No, she's broken. She has broken.
What's this? Character
I don't think she just hugs Marina back.
development.
I like the idea that John's not really asleep yet, but he just sees this happen and he's just thinking, no way, Mariska's not going to believe this.
Right. I think I would like to spend the evening fashioning an eye patch for BC.
Okay.
Of all the things to do.
I love Hubert.
Well, he said his piece. He's got a cat to take care of.
No, okay.
I feel like Frey would also give him the symbol back and say, just like, thank you.
And he'll pat her on the back as he does affectionately.
Does she fall over?
Her over.
Okay.
Sprawl
Hubert.
up like, thanks, Hubert.
To fashion an eye patch for BC, could you roll me a d20 and add your dexterity modifier?
Okay.
you're not proficient with any kind of tailor's tools or anything like that, are you?
No.
Leather workers
Okay.
tools.
So yeah, it's just a d20 plus your dexterity modifier.
So 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of you take some scrap cloth from kind of your own clothing. You're not wearing much and you don't really have much use for clothes. You kind of rip some off your sleeve and off the sort of parts of your trousers, and you kind of tie the two bits together and try to it kind of looks like an eye patch. You kind of like measure it up to your head, and then you're like, oh no, the cat's head is smaller than mine, so you make it smaller. As you go to put it on BC, could you make an animal handling?
Oh yes, I knew this was happening. I don't want him to run away from this. But he just thought maybe he would appreciate one.
Has he been around cats before? Because I'm pretty sure that's not what they'd do.
He doesn't know. Oh, I did a 4.
4. You go to put the eye patch over BC, and no, the cat's not having it. It's like clawing at the scrap of it's clawing at the eye patch. It's clawing at you. It tries to desperately run away, but you just reach out and like grab it. It does not look happy to try and have this eye patch put on its head. It is fighting you. It is hissing.
Yeah.
Do you try and persist and put it on? Or...
No.
Okay.
No. It's this. It just sounds like something a kid would do.
Okay.
Like that doesn't have, like, this is my first cat.
Yeah.
I'm going to put an eye patch on it.
Cat wants to play.
After maybe a minute or so of you desperately trying to put this eye patch on BC and BC having none of it, you're like, oh, okay, well, the cat doesn't want it. And BC doesn't sleep with you that night.
Oh no.
It kind of sleeps at the other end of the dome. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, are you guys doing a watch as usual? And if you are...
Well, I'll take first watch while I'm trying to put the eye patch on the...
Yeah, no, that's... Okay. Who will take second and third?
I'll take third.
Marina third. Who's taking the middle?
Maris can sleep.
No, Maris is asleep, so Maris can't take it. Frey, John?
I'll take it.
Frey
Okay.
does not want to be awake right now.
Okay, fair enough. So, Hubert, can you roll me a perception check?
Surely this has to be with disadvantage because I'm dealing with a cat and an eye patch.
Well, you fashioning an eye patch and trying to put it on BC doesn't take very long.
Okay.
It doesn't take an entire watch.
Oh my gosh. 9. I'm going to have to go back to physical dice if this keeps happening.
9.
Physical dice aren't much better, trust me.
Yeah, you're kind of distracted by the fact that BC is kind of sat at the other end of the dome. You're just a bit disheartened by that whole endeavor. And you're also worried about Marina and Frey. Especially Frey yeah, she seemed genuinely upset. And her words that she lives in the dark place kind of play over and over in your head, and that worries you. And you're just distracted and not really focused on the task of keeping on the lookout. But luckily, nothing seems to happen. Nothing approaches the dome. It's just a quiet middle watch. And eventually kind of gets to that time where you're thinking, well, maybe this is when John needs to take a watch. And you kind of shake him awake.
I imagine Hubert doesn't shake him awake, but like picks him up and stands him up.
What the bloody hell? Oh, Hubert.
And like pats him on the back and then lays down on his bedroll. Like watching BC sleep on the other side.
John, yeah, you are really awakened when your head sticks out of the top of the dome and is suddenly a lot colder than the rest of your body.
What the hell is? What are you doing? No, for subtlety.
So, since it is your watch, can you please make me a perception check with disadvantage because it is dark?
Disadvantage, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we left the human on watch again.
Ah, shit. That is another 4. I'm not using this. I am not using this dice anymore.
Another 4. Yeah, having been rudely awoken by Hubert, you're still kind of very tired as you, having the last watch, you've kind of been up for a long time, and you just find yourself sitting in the dome, kind of blankly looking out, and you kind of find yourself nodding off. And, you know, you're like, oh no, I need to stay up.
No, so wait.
And then you nod off again. And time passes. And you wake up and you're suddenly like, shit. I was supposed to be on watch.
Everything's fine.
And lucky for you, everything is fine. And you go and you wake Marina up for the final watch.
I just like prod her awake. I just go,
Ow!
you gotta watch.
You don't have to poke me.
Well, Hubert stood me up.
Okay, we need to like talk and work out a proper like wake up routine for these. Not just the what is the most abrupt and painful way can we wake a person up.
I don't know. I think that seems to be working out pretty great for you guys. Just that everybody has their little wake up routine.
Some are worse than others, though.
And you shouted in my face at one point, and then I punched
Yeah, I
you.
screamed beef over and over again at one point.
Just went, poof.
And then you punched me.
Yep.
Hey, it worked.
You woke up.
Yeah.
I was thinking instead of, I had 2 options. I thought to myself, do I prod her awake or do I just stroke her awake?
One is entirely more creepy and inappropriate
than the other. And I thought I'll just go with prodding.
Incredibly creepy. Thanks for that image.
This is the first time Marina's ever punched John in the face.
For any fan artists out there, don't
do that.
Don't fan art that.
Don't.
Please don't fan art that.
That is no.
No, definitely not.
For a scene good.
We will not
Stroking
have.
Marina awake.
We will not have this D&D campaign divulge to the same levels as Sonic fan art.
Why are you bringing up?
What?
Anyway, we're moving quickly onwards. Marina, please make me a perception check.
I got a 15.
Okay. No, you don't see anything. Apart from the usual stuff you've been seeing on your journeys. Nothing seems to...
The usual things we've been seeing on our journeys are rocks and orcs.
Yeah.
Rocks,
the normal
orcs,
stuff you've been seeing on
rocks.
the normal stuff you've been seeing on your journey that are not rocks and orcs and cultists.
And Knowles.
And gnolls. Yeah, no, you don't see any gnolls. You just it's
Guess another natural 20 is wasted.
Is there anything you'd
Confused
like
on
to?
the
Is there anything you'd like to do with your time on watch?
I think. No, I don't think so. I think Marina just kind of sits, probably like sits near Frey and just kind of sits there and watches out for anything. Because she's done
Okay.
pretty much everything that she needed to do at this point with regards to crafting and that.
Okay. I just thought you might look at the notes you picked up from Vila's house or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something she would do on watch.
Okay, fair enough. Just checking. But no, your watch goes by without anything super bad happening. The sun starts to arise, and everybody awakens for your final journey south, the final day before you reach Burgate.
For the third time in a row, I've rolled a natural 20 on one of my bullets.
Nice.
Nice.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Whoa.
That is insane.
So,
Please send me that die.
It's like my little nature die. But yeah, it's kind of hard to show on the...
it must be
I can't-
blessed,
I
surely.
can't show it on the camera because it's going to...
Surely that dice has been like sent down from the heavens.
Quite possibly. It is, it's my cool little...
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Cool.
green and brown nature die.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is my metal curse one that's been rolling 2s all day.
not. Neither of these are particularly.
This one has rolled 4 natural 20s so far this stream. So...
Whoa.
Using it.
3 of them have done fuck all. But...
As long as you got one good one, it's fine.
Can
Hey.
mine cooperate and get in line for some of this? I'd like to point out that they're purple and turquoise, which is the color of Ray's hair and skin, respectively, and I like that.
Fair enough. Color coding
Nice,
your die.
I'm a
Color
dice
coding
goblin.
your die is something
Yeah,
something
because
that we all do.
I'm a dice goblin, and I can't help that.
I mean,
We all are, aren't we?
yeah, I mean, these are all my dice at the moment.
Okay, you're worse than I am. I've got this, but mine are split between several different pouches and stuff, so that's not all of them.
And then I've also got this as
My
well,
dice.
which is my dice for Shadowrun.
Ah.
Okay, I need more dice. I thought I had a lot of dice, but I need more.
I want all my dice to fill my dice tray, so I can't use it as a dice tray.
That's pointless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then you need dice bags, because dice bags are cute.
Not a dice bag. This is my dice bag.
Your dice aren't in it.
No, because they're in the tray.
Anyway,
Because they're in the tray for
that
because we're playing D&D.
entirely pointless aside.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Keep going.
You guys continue, and at about
Someone roll us an encounter where we can actually fight something.
midday or so, you eventually arrive at the very familiar walled settlement of Burgate. You see the scaffolding that was at the side of the wall that mysteriously blew up is slowly going down as they're looking like they're repairing the wall at quite a pace, despite
It blowing up.
and despite the fact that an awful lot of the sort of the builders and engineers have likely been requisitioned for the war and frontline duties.
John looks at it and goes, what happened to the wall?
Frey puts her hood up very carefully and says nothing.
And the guards that wear the blue and the blue and white armor of the Lorien military kind of have a look at you and kind of look at the back of your cart quickly and see that there's nothing but chickens, and they kind of wave you through. You are once again within the walls of Burgate.
All right.
As I said, it's about midday. Are you heading straight for the Hooded Lantern, or are you...
Yeah, I say we go straight there. I want to get the fuck off these streets.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go there. Yeah.
Make our delivery and payment.
Okay, you head straight there. The gnome barkeep at the sort of the front bar looks at you and goes, you're back then.
Yes. One wizard and barbarian cocktail, please, my man.
Marina just drops her head down.
You'd have to order that at the bar down below.
Oh.
You don't do that. And he kind of lifts up the bar door, lets you into the back room, and points down the set of stairs that leads to the Hooded Lantern proper, and the secret underground bar that belongs to the Collector.
Okay,
That gnome, the one that Hubert punched.
Yes.
So he's back, because I think they...
Yeah, no, they replaced him. He's back. His face is still bruised, and his nose looks like it was recently broken.
Freya just smiles at him. It's like, nice to see you again.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to you or Hubert. He kind of acknowledges the rest of the party, and then doesn't look at either of you.
Look, Hubert, it's our best friend.
Just kind of grumbles.
Hubert doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
But no, you are let down into the Hooded Lantern proper, the familiar, dry underground establishment belongs to the Collector.
As we get...
One wizard and barbarian cocktail, please, my good sir.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah.
As we kind of get close to the bottom of the stairs before we get into the actual bar area, Marina is going to do a normal casting of Detect Magic.
Okay.
So...
And as you enter, John head into the bar to order his cocktail. Marina, are you looking around the whole tavern?
Mostly I am looking to see try and see where the Collector is and get within 30 feet of him, so it will ping if he has any magic effects on him.
The Collector is where he normally is, in his booth right at the back, sort of in the center. Yeah, the sort of on the back wall in the center, flanked by his two elven bodyguards, simply known as Eyes and Ears. And as you get within 30 feet of him, you get 2 pings of magic, both coming from rings on his fingers. One appears, one gives off an illusionary effect. The other gives off an abjuration effect.
Interesting. But I'm not detecting any transmutation.
Let me just double check. No transmutation.
Hmm. Interesting. She'll return to the table with the rest of the group
Okay.
and wait for us. To...
Okay. As you're sitting there, you get another ping of magic, illusionary, from a figure sitting about 30 feet away from you on a table, half elven, or at least they appear to be half elven, kind of cloak, and they just seem to be sitting alone. But they also get you also get a ping of
Illusion.
Illusion magic.
God, I wish I had true seeing. Why is that so high level?
Probably because it's really powerful.
That's true.
Right.
Okay. All right. We just wait here then, I guess, until we're called over.
Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this drink. Fucking hell.
Drink.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's real good.
It's probably about 10 minutes or so before you are beckoned over to the collector's table. Who is going up? Is it all of you, or because I know Marisk went up to?
I'll go up.
I'll go up as well.
Ray will go, but she's like hiding in her hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of you are going up. And as you all approach the booth, the collector kind of leans back and goes, my, the full party. Well, this is a great honor. Come, sit. I want to hear all about it. I'm guessing you have the item in question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I see it?
Who has the bag of holding now? Did we
I
get...
feel like Marina has the bag of holding.
I felt
Yeah.
like it was either Marisk or Kez for some reason, but
Maybe.
So did I. I thought Marisk had it.
Yeah.
okay. So
I know that I didn't have it. No one lets me near that thing.
yeah, the last thing anyone wants to do is let Frey next to near an interdimensional space.
So this was slightly more of a challenge than you intimated.
Well, I never said it was going to be easy.
No, and
The
I
fee
guess...
that you offered didn't imply that it was going to be that hard either. But nevertheless, we have it.
Excellent. May I see it?
Will we let him see it?
Well, yeah.
No,
I guess
let's
we could
keep
see
it a
it.
secret.
Oh, I mean, we're gonna get paid.
Yeah, no, let's...
Yeah, that's
I
fair
want
enough.
to get the money and get out of here, so
Okay, I'll reach into the bag of holding. Take hold of it. One question before I hand it over. Just the one.
Certainly.
You obviously are an intelligent man and have ways and means. You must be intelligent enough to understand that we've researched what we were going to find and get ourselves into. both these items have been dragon related. Is that something of a passion of yours?
Kind of leans back, goes, "It is, yes. Should we say, well, I'm a bit of a collector of things from that time when they ruled the skies above us."
You know, a funny thought occurred to us, but what collects? A dragon collected. We had a bit of a chuckle between ourselves and thought, would you be a dragon? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
He kind of just laughs with, "Yes, quite ridiculous."
Insight check.
Okay, roll insight check.
You get a natural 20.
He's being completely serious. It's not a... he finds your line of questioning rather amusing, if not trying, because he kind of just wants the thing that he's paying for. But when he says he's not a dragon, he is being truthful.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, as I said, ridiculous line of thought. Here is your item.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at it. And as he does, Marisk, John, and Marina, you see for the briefest moments this kind of suave, hyper-confident demeanor that the collector exudes kind of drops. And a look of relief and wonder and awe just kind of comes across his face for a moment before that facade comes back up. And you also see it across the face of the elf known as Ears. That kind of just sense of relief before she too kind of brings up this straight-faced, cold demeanor that the two elves put up. And the character goes, "Oh, by the Maker, it is real. Well, I must thank you. You have all done me a great favor. Is pay these fine individuals their fee and add a little on top. I'm feeling generous this evening." And he kind of takes the item, looks to you and goes, "Thank you." And Ears pulls from out of her kind of cloak a bag that looks quite hefty, and kind of there's a very satisfying as a bag of 1,500 gold pieces is kind of dumped on the table, and the collector stands up with a gesture and goes, "Friends, fellow thieves and cutthroats, I am in a generous mood this evening. And I think the next round shall be on the house." And he kind of gets up and walks through a back door into what you presume to be his private quarters.
Horizon is still there. They remain.
The 2 elves have gone with him. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but we were meant to get what
1,000.
750 each.
That's what Precious told us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we believe. I know that's not what it actually was.
How much do we have now? How much do we have?
That there is a bag of 1,500, which is enough to pay 2 of us that fee that we were promised, not including the extra that he said we deserve. So, what the hell is my question?
Wait, are we not getting the full amount?
No, I believe Precious told you that we were getting 750 gold total.
No.
No, she said each.
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 Hmm. I know she wasn't 100% truthful, to be honest. I was seeing where she went with it, but I must admit that's not what I recall. She did say 750, but I can't for the life of me remember whether she said first.
No, she said 750 total, because then you were gonna up it to 1,000 total to make yourself seem
Correct.
like, oh look, we talked him up.
Yes.
I could have sworn it was each.
Yeah.
No,
I thought it was
total.
each.
Yeah. I could have thought it was. I thought it was
Oh,
1,000
pretty-
each.
I'm pretty sure it's 750 total, and we
Yeah.
are going to round it up.
Because yeah.
But we kept saying this is an item worth like 7,000 gold. which
Yeah,
was the
that's
total
why
Yeah.
he got you to steal it for you,
Yeah.
because he didn't want to pay the 7,000 gold. It's very clearly probably worth.
No, but like we didn't know it was worth 7,000 gold from external factors. We said because he'd promised us essentially 1,000 each for what was then 7 of us, that he was willing to pay 7,000 for us to steal it. Therefore,
It was
we were
1,000
wondering
each.
what the hell
Yeah.
it was, because it must have been really.
It was
Uh,
1,000. It was 1,000 each.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was. It was
It
1,000. I am very, very sorry.
Because we were wondering like.
Going back
Super
through my
rare.
going back. I made a bit of a so there's not. So yeah, it was 1,000 each. So it's 7,000. So
If there's 9,000 gold in that bag, that would give us 1,500 each.
yeah, there's 9,000 gold in that bag.
Right, so we've all got 1,500 each.
Yeah,
Right.
he's giving you each an extra 500.
Right.
Guys, this is. Frey just starts hyperventilating at the pile of gold in front of her.
It's a lot of gold.
Oh man,
Burning 1,500.
So, to
on
clarify, so
the
50,000 is
Make-
1,500, correct?
Yes,
Thank
Yes.
you. Right.
I did my math wrong from very old notes that I scribbled down on paper in a hurry, which is why that was wrong, and I do apologize to you all.
Guys, we're rich.
I hate to be the
Why are you
bearer of
rolling initiative?
thoughts, but
Am I rolling initiative?
No, John was rolling initiative.
No, I was
Think
going.
the-
I accidentally pressed it. I was tapping out of my
Oh,
inventory.
I hate to be the bearer of practical thoughts, but with this amount of money, should we maybe put a small amount aside for party general funds, and if we have to stay anywhere, maybe 100 each?
100 each.
Yeah.
Hubert is not going to know what to do with any of this money.
Does he just contribute it
I
all
love
to the
it. You
party?
can donate it to a sad tiefling.
Frey was joking. It's
Frey
your
just tries
fault.
to make puppy dog eyes.
Frey's still joking.
You're not helping, Marisk.
That's not
Oh.
my intention.
Maybe Hubert, we could get you like a nice new axe that maybe has some-
Silver axe.
Has well, you could afford probably a magic one at this point.
Wait, could I
magic
afford like
axe.
a magic axe? Can I have a magic sword?
I'm
Hubert, you could get cat toys for BC.
1,500 gold's worth of cat toys.
Armor for
a
BC.
lot. That's a lot of
You
cat
could get.
toys.
You could get
How
your
many cat toys
armor.
could you get for 1,500 gold?
A lot. A lot.
Could I get better armor and a magic weapon with this money?
You you'd be able to afford. If you wanted to get full plate armor, you could afford that because it's 1,500 gold for full plate armor. But a magic sword, I think like a +1 sword is an uncommon item, so it's like 100 to 500 gold pieces, depending on the GM, because magic items in 5e are ridiculously badly
Yep,
priced.
Right. Well, I know what I'm spending my money on. Get me some plate armor.
When I go buy magic things.
I'm happy to drop 100 gold into a group kitty.
Okay. So I
As much as I like shiny, I'll toss in 100 gold as well.
Did you say the plate armor was 5?
Well, you don't know how much it is at whatever store you go to buy it.
Okay.
Because
Standardly it's 1,500 if you like.
So I've got
Out of character.
600 gold in our group kitty then.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like
Oh,
the
Hubert,
sacrifice is
yeah.
worth it for the like rooms and food and shit we can buy.
Hubert will definitely give as much as you ask him to give.
You know, this is the point where if we had a cleric, we would just be buying 300 gold diamonds to put in for revivifies. But we don't have a cleric, so...
Yet.
Can you buy healing spells?
You could buy healing potions.
But you can't learn how to heal this? Is that not in your wheelhouse?
No, sorry, I am not a healer.
Kez has healing magic.
Kez does have healing magic. I don't think rangers get revivified.
They don't know. Only clerics, paladins, and I think
Well,
maybe bards.
With all this money, I think it's time for a shopping trip.
Or a drinking game.
Drinking game.
Drinking game. The next round's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic.
No, I'm not drinking.
You'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen, Marina?
Look, guys, we've
Another
had a
arrest
really
warrant.
stressful past few days. I am down to get as hammered as possible.
Let's
Because,
fucking do this.
you know, nothing terrible has ever happened when we've had a drinking game before.
Nothing bad has ever happened to me when I've been doing a drinking game.
That you can
That's-
recall.
Technically
That's
true.
what I can recall. Well, the wording to me is the key.
Hey, last time I got blackout drunk, I wound up with 60 new best friends. So
Last time I got
I
blackout
don't
drunk,
I broke the
tried to-
DM
I
by
tried-
misusing my magic item.
I tried to give away my spell book, so no, I'm not.
Yeah.
You can be the sober designated driver, Marina.
So, are you guys doing
No.
a drinking game?
Well,
Please.
last time I sent a letter somewhere.
Okay.
I don't
You
even
sent a
know.
bunch of mercenaries on the front line.
I don't even know if Hubert knows how to write his name, let alone what he sent to the front line.
Okay. Okay, if you guys want to do a
It's-
drinking game.
It's
Yeah,
been a
please.
while.
Okay. So,
Let's do it.
for
Celebrate getting
those
back
of
to
you,
civilization.
for those of you that can't remember how to play, and for those of you watching at home, we do have a drinking game here at Wayfarers. It's great fun. The way it works is each of the PCs starts with a number of tokens equal to half their constitution score, rounded down. So whatever your big constitution number is, halve it, round it down, and that is the number of tokens you have.
Hang on, I'm just running
So
mine
for
down.
example, John with a constitution of 16 has 8 tokens.
Oh, it is 8 tokens.
Yes.
You have 8, I only have 6.
So I've got 19, so I've got... Oh, I'd have 8.
9.
Yeah.
9.
Eight.
9. 9.
9.
18. Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
6,
Um,
7,
Hubert has 8.
8.
so yeah, so
And as the rounds are free, I reckon we just drink for the night, the wizard and the barbarian.
well, the first round is free.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of money now.
We
and
can
you do have
afford
a-
it.
You do have a lot of money now. So if the first round is a wizard and the barbarian for everybody, can I have everybody making me a Constitution saving throw?
Uh-oh.
Good start. 9.
Oh no, natural 1. No.
Oh, you lose 2, don't you?
Yeah. So if you roll below a 10, take away a token. If you rolled a natural,
Is it our Constitution plus as well, or is it just the normal number?
no, so it's a D20
Plus.
Yeah.
plus your con save.
Constitution. Okay, right. Well, that's 13 then.
Okay, so John makes it. Marisk fails. Hubert very badly fails. 3.
14.
Okay, so 3 makes it. So both Marisk and Hubert, the wizard and the barbarian, hits you a bit harder than you're expecting.
Okay, so I just need to point something out very quickly that has nothing to do with anything. But I picked out like bananagrams for my thing. And I nearly, like, I just randomly pulled out dice or tiles, and I got HUBERN.
Oh,
I know.
so nearly.
Whoa.
That would have been weird. That would have
Yeah.
been weird if you pulled out Hubert.
Hubern.
Hubert.
Or
Um,
I mean, the tiles that Hubern or Hubert.
Is that Frey and Hubert's love child, Hugh Byrne?
You burn.
Oh, that's an image.
No. I don't want to
Also,
know.
not one for the fan artists at home.
I don't want to know what that. I don't want to know what that. I don't want to know what that love. But no, I'm thinking about it. Can people roll me another Constitution saving throw as the next round of drinks comes?
I can't do math. 13.
13.
That's another
is fine.
13 from me.
13 is fine.
Another one down from me. That's a 7.
25.
25 is fine.
Whoa.
7 is a failure, I'm afraid. So,
You subtract an extra 1 for every token you lose, don't you?
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
So 23.
23 is still fine. Round number 3.
Oh, fuck. 8.
8 is a fail.
Jesus.
That's a 22.
22 is a success.
9, which is 7.
7's a failure.
6.
6 is also a failure.
3 fails in a row.
So by the end of the third round, John, you are in your element. You are just putting them back. Yeah, everybody else, the drinks are hitting hard now. Round 4.
Yes.
Ah.
23.
23 is a success.
I
That's
got 19. If only I got a 20 and could get that token.
that's a 20.
26 success.
I think it's 19.
19, you're fine. Oh no.
No.
Is Marisk out?
No, I'm double. I got a 1 there, so I'm down to 4 from 9.
Ooh.
Does it get worse? Like, does the save?
Yeah,
get
the
worse
DC's
or-
going up.
Oh, right, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, the DC's going up. So yeah.
What's it up to now?
You don't know.
All right. Fair
I'm not
enough.
going to tell you what the DC is.
Oh, okay.
And where's the fun in that?
No fun. Hang on.
So round 5.
Oh God.
15.
15 is
That's
a
just-
fail.
That's
15's a
17.
fail.
Oh,
It's the fifth round of a drinking game.
I
Yes.
got
17.
12.
17's fine. 12's
Okay.
fail.
16.
16 is fine.
Oh, so we found the DC then.
Just for now.
All right.
Round number 6.
Bring it. Oh God, 8. No, that's even worse.
Fail.
6.
6 fail.
Is a
Six.
fail.
16.
16 is success. Just
Just.
17.
Mm.
17 success.
Ray's looking a little worse for wear now. I imagine she's just hiccuping and like, hey, Marina, look at this. This tastes delicious.
I like the idea that John's
Maris?
just like,
I'm on 3.
Oh no. So
Like the most drunk Maris has ever been.
Yeah.
man.
It's because you've been like not drinking really that much.
on the road. Yeah.
no, this is
Hanging
the
around with a bunch of lightweights and wearing off on them.
round 7.
Oops, I dropped my die. That doesn't count.
Aha. Okay. Right. I got 8.
8 is a fail.
18.
18 is a success.
Oh, 20.
20 is a success.
16.
16 is a fail. I'm afraid.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Dun,
Dun dun dun.
we're all gonna die. The GIF I posted in Discord is suddenly relevant.
So what is everybody on? Just going into round
I've
7.
got 3.
I've
3,
got
3,
7.
3, 7.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure you
I've only failed once.
Yeah.
Okay, round number 7.
Oh, that's good. 19.
19 is a
So-
success.
4.
Okay.
John fails this round. He got a 7.
Yeah, that's a fail.
14, so that's a fail.
Yeah. The drinks are coming hard and fast at this point. Marisk is holding on by sort of the skin of your teeth. You're like hiccuping and swaying. Free
Hey
your
guys, this is so much fun. I've missed drinking.
It has been weeks.
yeah.
It
It's
happens
been
so well.
weeks.
Oh,
And
so it's been a couple of days since we had a pint from John's travel keg.
yeah, but it's been weeks since you've had like John's travel keg isn't
Drink.
yeah isn't the cocktails you are now throwing back with reckless abandon.
I would imagine John's just being a right cocky bastard at this point. He's just seeing all of his friends getting slowly drunk, and he's like, lightweights, and he's just necking them.
Okay.
Hubert,
What
Oh,
round is
so-
it? Round 8.
It is round 8. Can people
Right.
please make me
15.
yeah.
That's
15
a
to
fail.
fail?
Hubert got,
Blind drunk.
well, he rolled a 13, but that's a fail, minus whatever he minuses. And he's down to 1.
Oh,
John got a 21.
I got 21 as well.
21 succeeds. Cool. Round number 9.
What? I want to see, like, I
At
think one time.
Yes, that's my last 2 tokens.
Frey is
Frey.
out.
Oh
Okay.
no, never the first to go. Oh.
23.
23 is a
Screw you.
success.
Okay.
Started poorly.
Here's
11.
Hubert's.
11
Hubert's
is a fail,
roll.
I'm afraid.
That's
And
fine.
Hubert withdraws.
No, I don't.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said withdraws. Sorry.
No, it's my roll, so I've got to do. So I started with 8, got 7. So 22 minus 7,
That is
13, 14,
15.
15.
Yeah, that fails.
So Hubert's down.
Hey.
And Hubert is down as well.
Yeah.
Give up, Marisk.
Marisk, you can keep going if you want. Marisk. Into the 10th and final round.
Last one.
Last one.
Okay.
This
Can
is where
you-
he rolls a natural 20 and like
can you-
bounces back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We're rolling.
Oh, Maris, was that your final one as well?
No, I'm down to 1.
Oh, okay.
That's a 19 from John.
That is just a success.
Yeah!
So John wins the drinking game
Yeah!
as he is the least drunk of all of his friends.
And Marina sits back.
Before we roll on the interesting table of fun things, as I like to call them, Marina, while your friends are recklessly getting drunk and celebrating the veritable dragon's hoard of gold you've pulled in, what are you doing?
Marina is sat down in the corner with the De Silva notebook, and she starts going through it.
Okay, can you roll me a Arcana check for me, please?
Sure. Freaking hell, that's great. 25.
25. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I'm having this.
So are you going through the notebook or the diary?
I'm going through the notebook specifically, the stuff that's got the info on time magic.
Okay. So you start to go through it, and this is starting to make some sense to you. You can start to follow the trains of logic more easily now, where at first it was a bit, it looked a bit kind of all over the place, and you weren't really sure where to start. Now you're kind of finding the sort of the threads of logic and the follow-throughs, and you're starting to see maybe where this wizard was going with her research, and you make some more progress on it.
Nice. Also, real quick, could you remind me of what the spells were in that spell book that Precious gave me? Because that was in my old Marina notebook, which I still haven't found.
Sure, I can. I will message you after.
Yeah, message me
after the session when I work out where in my notes that info is.
I remember Mage Armor was there, and I remember Shield was there, and I think Disguise Self was, but I already have that one. But yeah, I think I'm trying to remember there were some others. But yeah, just send me that after the session. That's cool.
Yeah, I will do. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I might know where that is in my books, and I will get it to you. But while you are doing that, Hubert and Free.
Oh, Marisk didn't black out. What?
Maris never black.
What?
I only do 10 rounds of the drinking game because otherwise it can go on. But so can both Hubert and Free roll me d4s. Okay, 4 for.
Or the one where nothing happens.
Hubert, what did you get?
1.
1. Okay. Could you please roll me a d20?
Both of us, or just Hubert?
No, just Hubert.
Oh, I wanted something ridiculous to happen.
2.
2. Okay, could you please roll me another d20?
Wait, what? Okay. 5.
5. Okay. So after your we'll do that a bit later. Free. As you sit here in the hooded lantern, drinking, getting merry, and as the final round of the drinking game comes to a close, and John's celebrating, and Maris is kind of sit there, kind of trying to celebrate along with John, but looking very worse for wear. And Hubert's kind of disappeared off somewhere, you're not quite sure where. And Marina's deep in study and reading, and you don't really want to disturb her. you spy the table where the hold on. Yeah. Hold on a moment while I just look up something in my notes. This is where. Yeah. You spy the table where the silent hand is sitting.
No.
God.
And you suddenly get a burst of confidence.
Oh
God.
no.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
And you start walking up towards them. And you're like, yeah, no, this is a good idea. My friends will back me up. They've got my back. And you walk over, and as you're doing so, you're kind of taking off your cloak. And as you walk over, they seem kind of in their own conversation and in their own word. And you come up and you slam your hands down on the table. And they stop.
They're scared.
And they kind of look to you. And the elven girl, who kind of looks to be their ringleader, kind of looks up to you and goes, "Can I help you?" Before she suddenly notices the ringed tattoos on your arm and the hand markings. And she goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't realize we had another member this far north. It is always good to see a sister. Tell me, what branch do you come from?" And you're just full of confidence. You want to show them what you've achieved outside of the hand.
Oh God.
You. How dare you ask me questions about my past? I'm just like swaying where she stands.
And as you're doing that, giggling to yourself, she's kind of like, "Well, I can see you're having a good time." And she's kind of looking you up and down, and she suddenly notices sort of the distinct markings of the rank you held within this organization.
God.
And she immediately looks about as if she's looking for someone. And she's like, "Listen, if Sandown wants somebody dead, he should have just asked. You know, there was no need to send you here. I didn't." And she looks flustered, as if. And you suddenly get the sense that these people probably aren't here for you. They're probably here on other business. And she's just looking around the place, and she's looking for somebody. And she goes, just give me the name. Just give me the name of the person, and I promise they will be dealt with, and you can return to Sandown and say that we dealt with them, and that we have no thoughts or desires to break away from the hand. Please, just let me deal with it. Just give me the name."
You think I'm here for your purposes? I'm not one of you. I haven't been one of you for a long time. And you better stay the hell away from me. And if you don't, and if you tell anyone that I was here, I will hunt you down and kill you in a way that I'm sure you are very familiar with.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh God. Oh, well, that was a 3. What's my modifier? My modifier's better. Okay, 10. That's a 10 overall.
And okay, she's kind of like leans back in her chair. She's like, certainly, yes, no, we won't tell anybody you were here. Just you know, if you ever see Sandown, just let him know that we are loyal and we are, just certainly. And she looks genuinely terrified of you.
I'm never talking to Sandown again in my life. I want nothing to do with you people and the terror and destruction that you cause.
Yeah, she's immediately just like, she kind of starts to stand up, and she kind of almost trips over the chair, and she's just like, we need to go now. And her friends are kind of like have the same, the same kind of look of shock and horror on their faces, as they kind of get up and move to a table as far away from you as possible. And they just, for the rest of the night, as you kind of sit with your friends and continue to drink and to kind of try to wash away the memories of seeing them brought up, they're just looking, they'll occasionally kind of look up and look over at you and just make sure that you're staying where you are. And as the night kind of walks on, you black out.
Oh no, am I going to remember this tomorrow?
And the night continues. Those of you that are still conscious continue on. You have no idea where Hubert is. Frey, after approaching a group of people and having what seems like a rather heated discussion, has kind of come back to the table you've all occupied and just passed out. Hubert's nowhere to be seen. He kind of got up and wandered off somewhere and hasn't returned.
Oh, that reminds me, Marisk. You're never gonna believe what I saw a couple of nights ago. Right? Remember when Frey went off, right? When she was a bit annoyed, right? She came back. Then Marina hugged her to apologize. You never believe what I saw. This is true. She hugged back. She does have human emotion. You were right.
But what?
I saw Marina hug Free. I saw Free hug Marina. Sounds very wrong. I was a bit pissed. So I saw it. She does have human emotions.
Well, that's I feel quite obvious. I don't think the two things are related.
No, I didn't think the two things were related either.
Oh god. I'm not having any more of those ever. So gross.
I'll have nothing bad said about the wizard and the barbarian. Speaking of which, another round.
And as
Speaking of which,
order,
where is the barbarian?
as you order another round, you will, apart from Marina, who is not drinking, one by one slowly pass out within the various tables that you have occupied in this underground drinking establishment. Marina, while your friends are slowly and surely embarrassing themselves, what are you doing?
I think Marina just kind of stays reading this book and then doesn't want to leave the bar with them getting so drunk. And so I think she eventually just kind of passes out headfirst into the book and falls asleep.
Okay. The next morning, you will wake up where you fell asleep. Marisk and John, you can kind of remember what happened. You remember the drinking game. You remember getting very drunk, and then you remember kind of chatting. Free, you have no memory of last night. None.
Oh no.
You remember getting a lot of money. You remember thinking that it was a good idea to have a drinking game. You remember the first few drinks, and then it's just nothing. Rowena, you kind of wake up, your head in the book, kind of there's like drool, kind of like slowly. You all look around. Hubert's not there.
Oh
Oh,
Hubert,
Oh,
you wake up in a very cramped toilet stool, kind of upside down, kind of like as if you kind of went to the toilet but then passed out halfway through and are kind of just lying, your feet up on sort of the water reservoir. I don't know what it's actually called. Yeah, upside down in this toilet. You are very stiff and a bit cold. The floor isn't pleasant to be on. But weirdly enough, you've been on worst floors. It's not the worst place you've ever woken up or slept in, but it's not the best.
Okay. So I lie down on the floor with my feet up on the toilet.
Yeah, sort of like elevated.
Okay.
Major blood rush.
So I imagine my legs are dead.
Yeah, they're not entire. Yeah, there's not a lot of feeling
So
in them at the
this
moment.
this toilet stall, is it like inside or is it an outhouse?
No, it's inside. And judging by the walls, it looks like it's within the hooded lantern.
Oh, right. Okay. So I guess I mean, I'm going to have to sit upright until my feet get feeling. Otherwise, I've got to drag myself out of the bathroom by my arms.
It's cramped. These stools, they look. I mean, they're definitely not built for somebody of your size and stature. And you're kind of squeezed, and as you kind of sit and rub your legs and just try to get the blood flowing back into them, you eventually, rather hesitantly and hazily, with no recollection of your night before, walk out into the main bar area and join your friends. All mostly with terrible, terrible hangovers.
Wonderful.
And that is where we shall leave tonight's session.
that was fun.
Oh, fantastic.
That was brilliant, that.
Thank
Well.
you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope to see you here again next week for more very crazy
Shenanigans.
adventures.
More
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans is a good word.
for a shopping
Well,
episode.
we'll be shopping next week, so
Yeah.
Shopping!
we'll be doing some shopping.
Join us for this group's shopping episodes.
Yeah,
They are a riot. quite literally.
More drugs. More drugs.
More drugs. We need more drugs.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to travel to get drugs.
Oh, they're
can't-
not here.
The drugs.
No,
were,
drugs-
They were in Riss, I think.
drugs are in Summerfall.
Oh, Summerfall.
Oh, Summerfall.
Yeah.
In that place that I can never remember the name of that we started the campaign in.
Hearty mushroom.
Yeah.
Indeed. But yeah, everyone, thanks for joining us on
Thank you.
this. We will be back on here again next week, and then the week after we will be back on again with our Homebrew Labs series. We kind of took a bit of a hiatus from that, which is partially down to illness and partially down to forgetfulness. But we are going to be back on with that. And also we do have our Homebrew Labs special coming up a week on Sunday.
Yeah, very exciting.
Which is going to be super exciting. It's going to be a 3-hour-long episode of that show, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun on a bun.
Absolutely. But Yeah, thank you all again for joining us and staying with us. Make sure, if you are not already, to follow, and if you would like also to subscribe, you can do so for free through your Amazon Prime account. Everything helps to support us, and the more support we get, the more content like this and other shows that we do we can put out. So
We've got a lot planned.
with so much planned, we need time to do it all.
It-
So it's
Yes, so
We'll
much
be here
time.
till next year.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah, there's going to be some good stuff. So yeah, make sure to come to follow us, keep checking us out, and see what's going on. So there's a lot of cool stuff. And for anyone who is, we've had a lot of new people in the Discord server recently. If any of you guys are watching, welcome to the Wayfarers League, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as we do.
But yeah, no, until next Friday,